damn near got blisters on my knees. One time I prayed Boosie go to jail. Lord, please do something with Boosie. God, please do something with Boosie, God. Please make Boosie an example.
Boosie Badazz just got hit with a 10-year federal sentence, and Charleston White is out here throwing a whole parade about it. I ain't even exaggerating. This man went live celebrating like the Saints won the Super Bowl. What's crazy is, while Boosie's fans online are still praying for a miracle, Charleston's over there clowning, saying, I hope they give him a Chinese name. He hang high. Yeah, he really said that. Now, before y'all think this is just another internet beef, it's deeper. Boosie's plea deal just confirmed what Charleston been preaching all year. Karma always circles back. But how this all flipped from a gun charge to Charleston calling Boosie's downfall a victory for black victims of gun violence. That's what we're getting into. See, the tension between Charleston White and Boosie ain't new. They've been jawing at each other for years. Charleston calling Boosie a fake activist. Boosie saying Charleston's a snitch with a camera.
They gonna do Boosie the same way. I'm almost convinced the feds go come get him. Felony possession of a firearm.
Boosie's charge stems from a 2023 San Diego traffic stop where cops found 2 handguns. He thought the case was dismissed after a state judge tossed it, but the feds picked it back up. When he realized it wasn't over, Boosie tweeted, just accepted a plea from the federal government on my gun case. I thought this case was over and I was going to get on with my life, but God don't make mistakes and I'm tired of fighting. Talk to my family and this is the right decision. To all my fans across the world, say a prayer for your boy and go get the new album. Now, Charleston's mocking that same tweet like it's a punchline. Charleston's live stream right after the sentencing hit was wild.
Boosie go to jail, I'm gonna celebrate like a Boosie going to jail. All that newborn baby. Won't get to see that newborn baby till that baby be walking and talking.
Then he doubled down, claiming Boosie's own son, Tootie Raw, got arrested in Atlanta because of him. In his clip, Charleston bragged about how he told his baby mama he'd get him locked up, and 2 hours later, he was in cuffs. Atlanta PD actually booked Tootie on 2 weapon charges: possession of a sawed-off rifle and obstruction of an officer. Charleston spun that like divine justice, saying it's karma for Boosie's sins.
I got Tootie Raw ass arrested within 2 hours of stepping foot on Atlanta soil. I told y'all I was gonna get him. I told y'all.
Now, whether he actually had anything to do with it, that's debatable, but it sure gave him ammo to troll Boosie's whole bloodline. When Boosie finally addressed Charleston's antics in a DJ Vlad interview, he stayed calm but cold.
Can you have Charleston just try to fix this? Like, can you have him apologize to some of the stuff that he said about Boosie and so forth? You know what I'm saying? To try to mediate the situation, but I guess that never happened.
I don't need no apology.
That line hit different because Charleston really did threaten to call the FBI on Boosie last year after Boosie allegedly threatened him online.
I'm gonna put your ass in jail, nigga. I'm waiting for the FBI to send me the right collar number, nigga, because I'm finna make a report on your ass.
Boosie looked tired, like a man who'd been fighting battles on too many fronts. Social media split down the middle. Half the internet say Boosie's punishment was long overdue. Others say Charleston crossed the line celebrating another black man's downfall. The irony? Boosie built his rep off real gangsta credibility, but that same image is what Charleston White says destroyed him. In one rant, Charleston Loki alleged that every rapper who glorified shooting and thugging gotta face that music one day. Boosie's turn just came first. And low-key, it's hard to argue he's not at least partially right. Charleston's clowning might look petty, but underneath it, he's sending a message that's actually getting traction online. That hip-hop's realest street legends keep ending up in the same system they once bragged about beating. Look, y'all, whether you love Charleston or hate him, he knows how to stir the pot. And Boosie, he's learning the hard way that the same energy you put out always circles back. The real question now, will Boosie make it through this sentence and bounce back like Gucci Mane? Or will Charleston's mockery mark the end of his legacy as a real one? Drop your thoughts below. Hit that like button if you rock with the truth, and make sure you subscribe.
People heard about the disturbing details found in Charlie Kirk's autopsy. Jaws dropped across social media. It's not just rumors anymore. A few influencers are saying they've actually seen or heard what's in that report. If that's true, it changes everything about how this whole situation went down.
If you are wanting to understand the Charlie Kirk autopsy, the medical examiner report, the ballistics, the forensics, I've brought on a guest to help answer questions that millions and millions of us have.
Now, before we get into it, just remember, there's nobody out here saying these documents are public, because autopsy reports like this are private and locked tight during major investigations. But the info that's leaking out is enough to make the FBI real nervous. So here's what these influencers are claiming. Charlie's autopsy showed that the bullet entered right below the jaw, hitting the C2 vertebrae, then traveled all the way down to the T1 near the top of the spine. That's what's supposedly written in that medical examiner's report. But here's the catch. The angle doesn't add up. Like, literally, it's middle school math. If the shot came from where the shooter, Tyler Robinson, was standing, a straight-on 90-degree slope, it should have gone right through Charlie's face. No way it skips the jaw and magically hits the C2 from that direction. Even a protractor proves that. So either the report's wrong or that shot didn't come from the spot we were told. And if that's true, then what really happened that night? Well, one of the theories blowing up online is that Charlie might have been wearing body armor, which could have made that bullet bounce, changing its path. That sounds crazy, but people ran with it anyway, saying maybe the round hit the armor, deflected upward, and somehow made its way into the neck. But here's where things fall apart. Turning Point USA, Charlie's own organization, publicly denied that he was wearing any armor that night. And even if he had, the type of armor you can hide under a slim shirt wouldn't stop a .30-06 round moving at over 2,400 feet per second. That's a round built for hunting, not bouncing. So that theory doesn't pass the physics test. Bullets don't just hit, turn around, and do a U-turn like some action movie scene. But if it wasn't a straight shot and it didn't deflect off armor, what angle would even make sense? That's where things start to get dark. Some analysts are saying that for the bullet to hit the C2 and travel downward, it must have come from a much higher position, maybe behind him. If that's true, then the whole story changes. That would mean the shooter wasn't in front like the official version says. He'd have to be standing somewhere above or behind Charlie, an angle that lines up perfectly with the wound and the supposed exit pattern. Now remember, this is all still based on alleged details. But if any part of that autopsy leak is real, that means either the medical report is false or the official story doesn't match the science. And that's when things start looking real bad for the people pushing the original version. But here's one last theory that's been floating around. Some believe the bullet came from below the stage area, maybe a ricochet or a tunnel shot. They say it could explain the upward trajectory that would have hit the C2 first. Sounds wild, but it's the only thing that fits the path described in the supposed autopsy. The problem with this one is that it implies someone had a completely different shooting position than the FBI claimed. So either we're dealing with a setup or the math doesn't lie, and the truth's way more complicated than what they're telling us.